And we're going.
And this would be the part for
A theme song. We failed. We failed so far. It's been a long journey, and yet it's not over.
I would offer some spoopy beatboxing, but I just can't deliver.
We'll save it for the end.
Yeah.
Everyone wants it at the end. Hi, this is How to Not. My name is Rob Moten.
And I'm Kaitlyn Alexander.
This is a podcast where we read WikiHow articles online that are absolutely 100% real, that is not sarcastic, and then and they help us how to become regular, normal people through their great instructions, which may or may not be sarcastic.
Yeah.
And it's a great day because it is 4 days.
It's close to Halloween.
Halloween. The spooky Christmas.
Which Rob can attest to the fact I'm a huge fan of Halloween. He once traveled with me, and I was playing Spooky Scary Skeletons
for almost the entire month of October, which I can't judge because I think I was already playing Charlie Brown Christmas music by then.
Yeah, absolutely. Halloween hadn't even passed. You were already on Christmas.
I might have held it into November, but I definitely haven't this year. I skipped the Halloween songs this year, and I'm already playing. I bought the vinyl for Charlie Brown Christmas.
I'm ashamed of you.
Last week.
But if there was a Spooky Scary Skeletons vinyl, I would 100% get it.
That's fair. So yeah, it's a few days till Halloween. Everyone, here's the thing. Halloween is a holiday.
Yeah.
Which has a lot of like ideas and traditions kind of associated with, but nothing is like solid.
No.
You don't necessarily, like Christmas, there's something you do.
Yeah. Halloween, it's all a grab bag.
It's a grab bag, both literal of candy and
tricks and treats,
and metaphorical of what do you do? How much effort do I have to put into my Halloween costume? And this year, it's not very much.
Not much at all.
We're both going to a party, and we have both decided not much effort at all.
I am borrowing an old costume of Rob's, which means no effort on my part.
And my costume is I'm putting on a fake police badge I bought for $10, and therefore I'm Jake Peralta.
And that's a flawless costume. I love it.
So we have an article today.
Yeah, that article is how to scare someone on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows scaring people is important.
It's intrinsic to Halloween.
I hate being scared. I will preface it by this.
So please don't use this against Kaitlyn.
Yeah, or on anyone who might be triggered by being scared. Just
cool.
be decent humans about your scaring.
Be cool, guys.
Yeah. I'm going to read the byline of this article. Halloween is for tricks and treats. Give yourself a treat by scaring your friends and family with this trick. It becomes a good memory if done in a fun and appropriate way. That makes no sense because this is not this trick. There are literally 10 different ways to scare people in this article.
So this is a very long article, and we're going to skim through / just kind of power through them and comment comment at certain points in between.
Yeah, so regularly we go through step by step and comment on the steps, but since there are 10 methods, we're just kind of going to go through each method as a whole.
Some of them are repetitive.
Some of them are awful. We'll see. We'll see how this ends up in the edits.
Go for
it. Method 1 is pretending to be a prop. Stuff old clothes in a scary mask with newspaper and leave it propped up in a lawn chair in your front yard during the week before Halloween. This way, the neighborhood kids will think it's part of your Halloween decorations.
The Hollywood.
I got confused because it said holiday decorations, and I was like, just call it Halloween.
This is an article that only works if you live in the Hollywood area.
Or Kaitlyn can enunciate.
Either way, it's 50-50.
Yeah. Step 2 of this is wear the old clothes and mask and sit on the lawn chair Halloween night. Act like a decoration, keeping still until the trick-or-treaters approach the front door for candy. Then jump up and scare them. That's the method. Scare the children in your neighborhood. That sounds awful.
I'll give it credit that the idea of, now, unfortunately, when people hear this, it'll be at most 4 days till Halloween. Yeah. But the idea of setting up a decoy a week in advance, good job.
That's smart thinking. Mm-hmm. I never put that much effort into anything.
Here's what I have never understood about the people. So, like, for instance, at the top of my road, every year, there was somebody who pretended to be still with a chainsaw and they would chase you, and I eventually just started avoiding that house.
Avoid the house,
But I also thought, I think almost the element of doubt, and I guess this plays into like luring people in, is you think nobody would spend 4 hours out just trying to stay still.
Unless it's a method actor.
To lure somebody in. Like, yeah, but it's not a method actor. It's Steve down the road.
Good old Steve. Everybody knows Steve. He's so reliable, except on Halloween.
I mean, Steve has done some community theater, but Steve is not committed enough Just sit around for 4 hours. Oh, I'm wrong. He has the chainsaw and he's chasing after me.
Oh, I've been proven wrong. He's just after his critics.
Something about Halloween just stirs up the actor inside all of us.
Halloween.
The actor's holiday.
The actor's holiday. We're going to go to the next one, which is just the same but worse somehow. Being a statue. 1. Go out on your lawn dressed as a statue. Stay very still. 2. When kids come up to your house to get candy, stare at them. However, don't move. 3. Whenever they walk by, make your eyes follow them. 4. When they turn around after getting their candy, jump out at them and scream like a maniac. Don't laugh until they're out of sight. 5. Resume your position and wait for more kids to come.
So, all right. So multiple flaws.
So many.
One is keep your eye. I assumed it was on purpose. That was saying keep your eyes on the kids even as you're staying still with your body, because then it's like the creepy painting effect.
Yeah, the creepy painting effect.
But then, okay, so scare them.
Yeah.
Laugh until they're out of sight.
Yeah.
Now, I lived out in a rural area. There were not...
No.
You could see pretty far.
Yeah. Also, if my neighbor suddenly had a statue spawn on their yard, I'd be like, I'm not going near that. That's my neighbor. It looks like Steve. Steve, you didn't even cover yourself up. You just put silver body paint on. We all know it's you.
Steve, you didn't set this up a week in advance. Steve, this is weak this year.
Steve, you need to stop calling it Steve-a-ween because you think that you're scaring everybody so
Steve,
well.
Please stop sending Facebook invites for Steve-a-ween around the clock. I know you're into this. You've been playing spooky, scary skeletons on your patio since July.
I don't know why. Because we started calling it Steve. I've conjured up Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi is really into Halloween. Look, I'm just being straightforward. He has a spooky face sometimes. And he knows to use it. He's a character actor. He knows where he's useful, and he's incredibly useful on All Hallows Eve.
Yeah, the thing that people don't know is Steve Buscemi actually has a Halloween manor that he lives in, which is in a very suburban area, and he just comes by once a year during Halloween to celebrate Steve-a-ween.
You see the moving truck at Steve's Halloween manor, and you're like, fuck.
You're like, oh god, it started.
Another fucking season, and that's in June. By July, he set up the master audio system to blast spooky, scary skeletons.
And everybody's upset. All the dogs hate him.
But he's worked so far in advance. He has this so planned out, and yet he forgot to put the statue decoy out a week in advance.
And so Steve's just... You can catch him sneaking out onto the lawn to be a statue because he has motion sensors set up for lights. He's surprising no one.
Steve.
So I think that's our least favorite option.
I'll also throw in, again, doesn't work with rural areas where you can see down the road and you have to keep laughing until you're hoarse. But the next part is that the next kids coming up know what's up.
Yeah.
Because they heard horrible screams and laughing.
Yeah.
Because you've told yourself you're going to laugh until you don't see anybody.
What if you get caught mid-laugh while a kid approaches and you have to freeze in your laugh stance? That's not scary. You're not going to scare anybody by being a laughing skeleton.
I don't think I've ever seen a statue that laughs. Have you ever seen a statue caught in a laughing pose?
I've never been to Steve Buscemi's on Halloween.
That is true. Yep.
So, method 3. This one's probably the worst one, and I'm pretty sure I've seen YouTube people get, demonetized for doing this shit, so I don't approve. Faking your murder? That seems a bit drastic.
Mm-hmm.
So, 1. Beforehand, ask an adult if they can help you scare your friends. Your father or older brother works, but don't count out sisters. What?
So remind me to circle back to that.
Beforehand, ask an adult if they can help you scare your friends. Your father or older brother works, but don't count out sisters.
Okay, so who's the intended audience for this then? Is it just assuming it's always boys who have older brothers?
I'm thinking that's all the photos so far have shown men.
Here's the thing. If you don't have an older brother, you can't do Halloween.
Yeah, that's actually the rule.
That's in the Halloween laws.
That's really unfortunate for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
It's the law. Don't spook unless you have an older brother.
The older brother carries the spook license.
Mm-hmm. That covers the entire family.
So, part of that step is to tell them to get a costume that makes him or her look like a murderer. However, get a regular costume for yourself. Step 2 is plan to go trick-or-treating with at least 3 friends. Find out your planned path for trick-or-treating. Familiarize yourself with it and look for a place that is dark and hidden. First of all, I've never planned a Halloween route in my life.
Really?
No. I used to just go walk the streets, see who had... My favorite houses were the ones that had, like, the candy laid out in front and no one would answer the door. You could just go pick up your candy and not talk to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
That was, like, my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I would search those out and avoid the other houses.
As antisocial children.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, the both of us, yeah. You didn't plan, like, okay, we're going to do this, like, block? Or
No.
Or, again, this might be based on the role area I was in, where it's like, I know I'm going to do this block, or I'm going to try and hit both these blocks in this order.
No.
Okay.
No, I
right.
never did that.
You just...
I just went until I was tired.
Free roaming Halloween.
Free roaming Halloween.
Wayward yonder.
I was like a hitchhiker. It was
Okay.
great. So third step is to go trick-or-treating with your friends on Halloween night. And then you have to pretend to hear a sound.
Mm-hmm.
A scream, evil laughing, anything out of the ordinary.
Hey, I heard a sound. Really? I didn't hear it. No, it's definitely... I
heard a sound.
I heard a thing.
We're not near Steve's house yet. You didn't hear a sound.
Everywhere else is dead quiet because they know that they can't compete with Steve, but there's no sound coming out yet. It's 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Why are we trick-or-treating? I needed the light for my fake murder. I need the light, otherwise it could go very wrong.
Set the stage.
It could go very wrong if I can't see what I'm doing in this fake murder. Please don't tell anyone.
So you hear the noise, and then you have to say you're going to investigate, but you tell the group to stay behind. Be very firm in your decision and make sure no one follows you. 6 is turn the corner, walk down the street until you think the group can't see you. 7, meet the adults in your planned spot. Have the adult spray fake blood over you while making a convincing chainsaw sound. Scream when she makes it. At this point, your group will likely come running and turn the corner. They'll see you covered in fake blood. Have the adult laugh like there's some evil villain and run towards them. The group will hopefully run away. If not, that's perfectly fine. Let them know it was just a prank. And then, last step, clean yourself off. At some point later on, join the group. Or not.
Kaitlyn, can we roleplay this?
Yeah.
Okay, you be the person who swears they hear a sound.
Okay.
And then I'm not allowed to follow.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Did you hear that?
No, what are you talking about?
I just heard somebody scream around the corner.
I didn't hear anything at all.
Well, you're wearing earmuffs. Of course you didn't hear it.
Why am I wearing earmuffs?
Because that's part of your costume.
What costume am I wearing?
You are Baby Driver.
I know.
I panicked.
It was cold. It's cold, and I made these earmuffs that look like earbuds, and I know it's a little
and
weird.
now you couldn't hear it. I'm going to go.
I can hear you, though, right now. I can
Follow
hear
me,
you.
though. That's great.
Why can't I?
You can't follow me because I want to go investigate the sound myself.
If you don't want to hang out, you can just
I
tell me.
I do want to hang out. I just want to go investigate because I think Steve Buscemi's been murdered.
I just stand here. I just stand
Yeah,
here
you
for...
just stand there for
How long?
5 to 25 seconds. I'll be back in a jiffy. Don't worry, but take your earphones out because you might hear something, and I want you to come follow if you hear that I'm being brutally murdered, which I'm not saying it's going to happen, but
if
follow.
If it's 5 or 25 seconds, then it seems like really easy for me to just walk around this corner with you.
I mean, don't.
If you don't want to hang out, just tell me.
I do want to hang out. I just need you to stay here.
Fine.
Okay.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Oh, I'm walking around the corner, and it's you and 6 adults clearly trying to stage a murder, but you did not give yourself enough time.
You didn't.
You screamed.
I'm murdered.
I was concerned about you. I'm still concerned about you in another way.
I'm dead.
Okay, I'm.
Haha, just kidding. It was a prank. Got you.
It's a new now. I don't want to hang out. Now I don't want to hang out with you now.
Pranked.
I'm gonna go to Steve's house. Bye.
And scene.
Great.
That worked out exactly how I thought it would. Method 4 is just scaring children.
Mm-hmm.
Put on the scariest mask you can find. Hide somewhere close to your house, such as the bushes or behind a door. Leave a bowl of candy out in the front door. Leave a big sign next to it reading, "Take one only." Oh shit, this has been done to me before. Assuming that some smart kid will take more than one, leap out of your hiding place and shriek, "I said take one only." Watch the kid run and scream in terror. Don't laugh until they're out of sight. Then resume your position and lurk in the shadows for the next smart kid.
So this one you don't laugh until they're gone. Also, I take umbrage with, it's like, okay, I've left a bowl of candy out there.
Candy.
It says one each.
Yeah.
Somebody takes a bunch of them. That Einstein...
He
figured it out.
To be spooked.
He figured it out.
I'm gonna spook him.
What a smart little kid needing a spooking, but But he's a clever boy. He's a clever boy.
What a smart child.
A clever boy or girl. How smart of them. How smart that they outsmarted my sign.
That's been done to me, not kidding.
You're such a smart kid.
I was so antisocial that I would only go out to the houses that said take one only. But because I missed so many houses because I was so antisocial, I would just grab a bunch to make up for it. So less smart, more just desperate.
Now, okay, honest time. At the following houses or in following years, did you continue to take multiple pieces from a bowl?
No.
So you got scared straight.
I did. I got spooked straight. Spooked me right out of it.
Yep.
So the next one's dressing up as Jason, and I don't really want to read it because I don't think it's a good one, so we're gonna skip it.
Gotcha.
Also, it's followed by jumping out at trick-or-treaters, which is essentially the same. This one gets me excited because I just don't have any clue where it's going.
Okay.
Using a hanging skeleton. 1. Acquire a fake skeleton. Also purchase some rope. 2. Tie the rope around the skeleton's neck. Go to the second floor of your house.
I thought that was it.
Find a window above your front door. Measure out 2 or 3 meters of rope. Tie the skeleton or something to the room so that it's hanging. When trick-or-treaters approach your door, throw the skeleton out of the window. Be careful not to hit anyone. What kind of sadistic human waits at their window to drop a skeleton on unsuspecting children?
Here's why I don't like this.
Yes.
Again, given credit, it's a little more clever where it's like you measure out the amount of rope, you throw it out.
Yeah.
If you're going to commit, commit all the way.
Oh,
because
for sure.
You're throwing a skeleton out the window and then they see the skeleton and they, even if there's a jump scare shock, they're immediately like,
I've been spooked.
You throw a fake a mannequin or something, or a scarecrow, something that resembles human.
Yeah. Throw your cat. Don't throw your cat out the window.
Fuck? What the fuck?
I was like, cats can land. That's a trust me, everyone, I take really good care of my
noose. The whole point is that it won't land.
No.
The point of a noose is that they don't land.
In this case, in my head, I imagined a nooseless version where you just throw your cat out the window.
That's just a crazy lady who's throwing cats. It can be a crazy person. I'm thinking of the crazy cat lady from The Simpsons who literally throws cats at people.
Well, I tried to be imaginative, Rob, and it failed. Like, this is why I don't talk.
This is why. So I'm just saying, by your logic, it's like, okay, here's my variation of this.
Yeah.
All right, instead of a skeleton on with a noose, just a whole pile of rocks. You're just throwing them at people. Isn't that a spooky?
People come to trick or treat. You're like, get off my lawn, and you just throw.
Oh, it's spooky rocks! Spooky
Are you
rocks!
spooked yet?
It's spoopy. No, you're throwing things at people. That's not the same as a semi-elaborate measuring out. Anything where you have to measure out rope is more elaborate. I'm going to give more credit than throwing objects at people.
This just did. I actually gave worse advice than a WikiHow article.
This just don't go to Kaitlyn's house for Halloween.
That's why they don't let trick-or-treaters come to my apartment.
Is this what you do with your own cat?
No. I love her and cherish her. And
then
never let her leave the house.
Why was cat the first thing that came to your head?
You know, Black Cat, Halloween, it just went there and I regret it.
All right.
So this one might be my favorite one just based off of the way that it's titled. It's called Doing the Sneaky Scare.
Sounds like a dance.
It's going to do the sneaky scare.
Go for
1,
it.
Make sure your friend invites you over to his house for a sleepover or a get-together. 2, before you go over to his or her house, wear the following: an orange ski mask, black clothing, and a camouflage jacket. Go to your friend's house and stand outside the window, look down at the ground, and don't make eye contact. Once your friend spots you, stand there for about 5 to 10 seconds before revealing that it's you. By the time you reveal yourself, your friend should already be freaking out. So this is suggesting just standing outside your friend's window, not looking at them for 5 to 10 seconds, hoping they get scared and be like, pranked you.
It's like I was for some reason I was having trouble following along, but it's basically a Blair Witch type but instead of being in a corner and any mythology that builds up why you are standing in the corner, you just stand completely still. Yeah,
with a ski mask on outside their window.
You know what's the scariest thing of all?
What?
Immobility.
True.
It's just a scary concept.
Nothing scares me more than something not moving at all, whether towards me or not.
This couch next to me.
Holy crap. That coffee mug spooked me.
Oh, no.
It hasn't moved in hours.
Don't look away.
the weeping angels in Doctor Who are an example of stillness being
I guess
effective.
we're shortchanging it where both the weeping angels and this, the idea is that they do move, breaking the immobility.
Once you stop looking at them.
So that's the change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
I guess so. But also, like, can we roleplay this?
Yeah.
Okay. You be the friend who's coming to see me on Halloween.
Okay. Hi. Oh yeah, wait. I'm failed it already. Can I come see you on Halloween and stay at your house?
It is Halloween.
Okay.
Can
I stay at your house?
I'm not talking. I'm staying still.
Oh, right. Got it.
We messed this up.
We did. Let's try that again.
Why? Hold on. Why are you asking to sleep over on Halloween?
Because that was the first step in this thing. Was like asked to sleep over.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
You know those Tuesday night sleepovers you have as adults.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just skip ahead to the last method, which doesn't seem scary to me at all. Dress like a werewolf. Wear the following: a pair of quiet yellow shoes. Yellow, I don't know why. Quiet, black, pink tight trousers, and plain black or navy blue hoodies. First of all, I'd like to highlight the fact that they said quiet yellow shoes and then quiet trousers.
But the trousers were pink.
Yes.
Quiet pink trousers.
Quiet pink trousers.
Are they saying, well, we might learn as we go on, quiet audibly or quiet color-wise?
I don't know. Let's see. After you have gathered all needed articles of clothing for your outfit, find a good werewolf mask. If you can, put some glow-in-the-dark paint on the teeth for more scares. 3. Secretly follow your friends as they go trick-or-treating. When you see them getting close to some bushes or an area with little overhead light, run ahead and hide in the dark. Be careful they don't see you. 4. Make a rustling noise in the bushes. Step on some sticks to make noise. As your friends pass you, dive out of the bushes, growling and baring your teeth. Land on all fours. With their screams echoing in your head, run in the opposite direction of them towards your home. Weave and turn in the streets to prevent them from following you, but this is only recommended if you're familiar with the neighborhood. 6. Once you take off the costume, pass out some candy. That way, you can just play it off and act like there wasn't anything happening. That's it. That's what.
Can you go back to step 2?
Find a good werewolf mask.
Step 3?
Secretly follow your friends as they go trick-or-treating.
Secretly follow your friends. Sorry. Okay.
So you miss hanging out with your friends.
Shortchange. Yes. I was shortchanging the article. I thought it was like, all right, here's what you do. You and your friends go trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
You're all hanging out. You're having a good time.
Yeah.
While they happen to be looking the opposite way,
you just run away.
And then they go and then run into some bushes, and they're gonna be like, okay, what?
You're gonna come out and.
Well, I saw you because you're wearing yellow shoes and pink pants that don't seem to play into this at all. Very bright colors.
There's no reason for it. And this is this scenario. You don't spend time with your friends.
Yep.
You go home and pretend like nothing happened. You don't even take credit for the prank.
No.
What's the point?
I'm still hung up on a werewolf that has werewolves have to be color coordinated for some reason.
Yeah.
Blue hoodie, pink pants, yellow shoes.
Yeah.
Why? I need to know.
There's no reason. It was quiet. There's no reason for yellow shoes. It's literally never discussed in the article.
Is it a reference to pop culture that I don't know?
Maybe.
What is it?
Honestly, knowing WikiHow, it's not.
Also, you're throwing yourself on the ground to land on all fours. You're going to hurt your hands. You're on concrete. You're probably concrete. People trick or treat by walking around roads and whatnot.
Absolutely.
It hurts. And then you go home, you're bleeding from your hands.
Yeah.
You hand out candy to children. They're all scared. And you're like, I've been home.
It's just pranks.
I've been home the whole time. Don't tell my friends. I know I sound drunk. It's just because I've lost a lot of blood.
Steve Buscemi.
I've lost a lot of blood, and my name is Steve Buscemi. This is my Steve Buscemi impression.
Spoopy's tricks.
I'm moving out tomorrow because it's November 1st, and this is a Halloween-only residence. And I'm Steve.
Amazing.
Welcome to my lair.
Oh my god, I need you to stop.
Welcome.
I can't deal with this.
Please ignore that to my left is a hung-up blue hoodie and pink pants.
No, I'm out. I can't do it.
Anyway.
So that's it for the article. Today, community Q&A. I actually have one from the article that I really like.
Go for it.
How do I use a chainsaw to scare someone? And then the answer is just don't.
Well, that seems to go against what part one? Part one was
somebody was just like,
or was it me that brought up chainsaws? But still.
Yeah.
Safety didn't seem to play into almost any of this necessarily. Chainsaws, I mean, okay, I'll give it credit. Please don't use actual dangerous things.
Yeah, fair enough. And that's the only community question I like, but I'm gonna always, as always, ask my favorite community question to you, Rob. What happens if I shit myself while trying to scare someone on Halloween?
Okay, so this is game of t-ball.
Yeah.
The ball's sitting there.
Yeah.
Just gotta knock it out.
Yeah.
How many of these involved fake death?
One.
You'll work your can't shitting into it.
That's smart.
Because whenever somebody dies,
that's good.
They
When
shit
people
themselves.
die, they shit themselves.
I don't even know if it's true, but it's a common myth, and you just work that in.
Yeah.
And you're like, your friends are just like, did you shit yourself? And you don't say anything because you're dead. Unlike Kaitlyn, who messed up her.
I definitely made a mistake of talking. The rookie mistake.
Yeah.
I would also say,
Go for it.
if you shit yourself,
Yes.
you can just say, spooped you so hard, I pooped myself.
I spooked you so hard that you pooped yourself so hard, your poop is in my pants.
Holy shit.
That's how hard I spooked you. And they're like, what? And you run away.
And you run away and
you run home, you give out Halloween candy, you maybe change your pants, and you pretend that you never saw your friends that night, as we saw in Step 10, werewolving.
And when they ask you the next day on November 1st, you say, I don't remember anything that happens on Halloween. I have a condition where I just can't remember Halloween.
Now, excuse me, I need to move out of my manor.
Yeah.
Because it's November 1st.
Steve Buscemi be gone. And with that, a smoke bomb goes off and he is gone.
That's how Steve Buscemi travels everywhere.
Smoke bombs.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a little known fact, but
when he moves in on I think it's June.
Yeah.
So on June 1st, he moves in.
Yeah.
By smoke bombing onto the patio, and everyone's like, "Oh, Steve's here."
Steve's here.
Then a moving van moves up, which kind of ruins the effect because it has to drive up and back itself into the parkway.
He can't take vehicles with him. Only his soul and his poop.
Vehicles can't use smoke bombs.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
An inherent flaw in the system. Also, another option, if you poop yourself, you just smoke bomb yourself away. Wait for next year.
That's true.
If we're all still around.
There you go.
And
ominous.
And try another one of the 9 methods.
Yeah, this is a method for 10 years. You have to use one a year.
So you're good until 2027. 2026? How does the math work on that?
2027, I think.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
26.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's it for our article today. But Rob, do you have 2 reviews you can read?
So as we promised, we're going to start reading reviews if you leave a nice review for us, a nice 5-star review. Now, here's the thing. We use a hosting website that automatically gathers reviews for us. Cool.
It doesn't tell us where it's from.
It doesn't. I have no idea where these reviews are. They're not on iTunes. No. That's all I know. We have one from September 22nd from the Judgmental 5 stars. Also put 10 out of 10. So thank you for clarifying.
Damn.
Love these 2.
Yes.
And that's the title. And then amazing is the text. It's really nice.
That's really nice. I was expecting please stop.
No. Kaylin's joking. Kaylin's has a self-defense mechanism where I said we have some good reviews to talk about.
And I instantly shut it down.
It was about 3 minutes straight of you making jokes about everybody telling us to stop.
Absolutely.
Please stop. From the 14th of October by Acasirius or Asisirius.
Great.
I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. Also 5 stars. Title, hilarious educational. I'm a little worried about.
Questionable.
A pair of cool, funny people doing what we all end up doing eventually. Reading funny WikiHow articles. Period. A lot of comedic potential, comma, and I found myself giggling in public listening to this. Period. A+, no punctuation.
That's so nice.
It's very nice.
That is... okay.
Now, I'm worried that you actually
think this is educational.
Like, the comedy is just a delivery mechanism through which we give you actual advice, which, please don't.
Please don't do anything we say.
Because if you have, then I think you've shit yourself 6 times by now. I think that's how it works.
That would be it.
Yeah. So don't do that. But if anybody wants to leave some nice reviews, and we will probably play favorites if that review includes a suggested article you want us to read. We do like articles that have weird logic.
Yep.
And aren't necessarily about weird things unless it really follows up with that weird logic. I'll say that.
Absolutely. You can also submit articles for us on our Twitter, which is at How to Not Show.
Yep.
Rob generally runs that Twitter, and he's really funny.
Every once in a while, so I don't have my own personal Twitter, but every once in a while, I just like being dumb. So I will respond to things with that Twitter.
Yeah.
So 2015.
That was literally the worst tweet I've ever read in my life. But I loved it.
By worst, you mean best.
By worst, I mean best.
I think that's it for this week.
That's it for this week. Do you want them spooky beats?
We're eventually going to get a theme song, but for now,
Not today.
hit it, Kaitlyn. See you next week.